Paul Nash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Nash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Nash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Nash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Nash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Mash, man, for Paul Mash TV. Hit up Paul Mash TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. It's great to see you again, and we got a great interview coming up, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But before we do, just want to thank you all for giving us such great feedback over the last couple of years, and just keeps getting better. And if you're one of those that hasn't done that yet, of course, all you got to do is email us at pmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's not just for fans, it's for solo artists and bands that want to be on the show. We'll tell you how to get on there. So I hope you do that. And also, if you want to check out our official Paul Mash page, just go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. It has all our interviews on there. And you can obviously comment on them and inbox me there. And we'd love to hear from you. And obviously, you can subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube just right there. And you can comment on the interview, obviously, as well. And if you don't remember any of that, don't worry about it. We have a closing credit screen at the end of the show. And you can jot down the information with a paper and pen. And we'd love to hear from you. So we hope that you do that. Right now, from Helena, Montana, we have Billy Banks, a very talented musician. And I know you're really going to like this guy. So without further ado, let's get to the interview. But first, here's a quick word from Click Jam. Don't go away.
Click Jam all around the world.
One thing I can't do is disappoint my fans. All the people around the world come and join the band. I said I'm happy as I ever been. When all the music comes together and it starts to blend.
All around the world.
All over the globe.
Well, hello there. It's time for interview time. And with us from Helena, Montana, we got Billy Banks. Thanks for joining us, Billy.
Thanks for having me, Paul. Glad to be here.
Yeah, no problem. One question I like to ask is to start it off. Why don't you tell me a little bit about why you decided to become a musician? Because everyone has their own story.
So I think where it started is my dad was in a jazz band all through high school, and we just kind of had this connection with jazz, soul, R&B music growing up, and I've just kind of stuck with it ever since. It wasn't until I was about 10 or 11 I moved to the city in California, and I got introduced to the hip hop and rap scene, and I've just been in love with it ever since. So I've started production from there, and just been the last couple of years that I've been writing my own songs and recording. So it's been a journey.
Yeah, and a lot of people tell me that, and I'm glad that you're making people happy with your music and that you love what you do, and I think that's what it's all about there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about your influences? We'd love to hear about those.
I just heard a lot of Stevie Wonder, Prince, Michael Jackson growing up, and the way that all three of them incorporated their like production, and they had their creative control through all of their music. I really kind of thrive off doing that same thing. I love being hands-on and working with my producers and engineers. And other than that, probably from today's music, there would be like a Drake or Tory Lanez that I could also say would influence my style as well. But it's just kind of, I've just listened to so much different music that it just kind of ranges across the board.
Yeah, and that's good, because as you know, on our show, we do just about any genre, so it's always good to be very broad-minded there, I guess you could say. So first of all, excuse me. My next question is why don't you tell us a little bit about your music and where you can download your music and so forth?
So again, I go by the name of Billy Banks, and I
Mhm.
just signed with Tallboy Entertainment. It is a record label out of Northern California, and
Mhm.
we have got music on all digital platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud. I mean, you name it, and we're on there. You can just type in Billy Banks or Tallboy Entertainment, and you can find us just about anywhere.
Oh, okay. Um, do you have any albums out, or is it just all in digital format, or can you actually buy your CDs anywhere?
I only have it digital streaming now, and I only have a few singles. There is a compilation album that the label had put me on, and it dropped on New Year's Day of this year, and that is available everywhere. That's called The Executive Decision, and that's by Tallboy Entertainment. Other than that, I do have a few projects releasing this year. I've got a couple solo EPs and a mixtape that I'm working on this year, and those should be releasing about this summer.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us about this video that we're going to be watching in a couple minutes here? Tell me the title and if there's a story behind it and so forth.
So the song that we're listening to today is called Strangers, and it was on that Executive Decision compilation album, but it will be on my solo album as well. It's basically the story of falling out of love. It's like the song is called Strangers, so it's like you just are falling out of love, and it's like you don't know that person anymore. So you're trying to reconnect and find that person that you once loved, and they may no longer be there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure people will enjoy hearing that, video in just a moment here. Um, but I think that's about all I can think of right now. But we want to appreciate you, Billy, being on the show today, and we'd love to have you back sometime if you got anything new to plug for us.
Yes, absolutely. I'll keep in touch. Thanks for having me.
Okay, and let's watch that song "Strangers" right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.
Baby, who am I? I lost myself searching for you. Baby, you and I could walk away for something new. Who's that creeping up in my bed? I don't know anymore. Distant, oh, she's in my head. It's not like I knew before. Stranger in the dark, I'm crazy over you. You're a stranger in the dark now, and I don't know what to do. They'll say what they want about me, baby. They'll say what they want about you, but you belong in my arms. They'll hate what they want about me, baby. They'll hate what they want about you. Like strangers in the dark, like strangers in the dark. An abuser, torn apart. If you want more, baby, let's go. You want more, gotta let go. An intruder to my heart. You break in and you dip out. Can you tell me what's this about? Who's that creeping up in my bed? I don't know anymore. Distant, but when she's in my head, it's not like I knew before. Stranger in the dark, I'm crazy over you. You're a stranger in the dark now, and I don't know what to do. They'll say what they want about me, baby. They'll say what they want about you, but you belong in my arms. They'll hate what they want about me, baby. They'll hate what they want about you. Like strangers in the dark, like strangers in the dark. My hands on her body, I'm reading her like she familiar. Blind to the fact that she may or may not be the one. Yeah, a monster at night, baby girl, no, I'm a killer. Is this what you want? What are you running from?